Humans have significantly contributed to the extinction of certain animals, while others have disappeared due to natural selection. Despite these losses, scientists and researchers are working hard to revive species crucial to Earth's biodiversity. From quirky, flightless birds to woolly mammoths, here are 15 extinct animals being brought back to life. 15 northern white rhinos. It's disheartening to be the most endangered species, but the northern white rhino holds that unfortunate title. Scientists have turned to IVF in vitro fertilization to save this species, only to remain Najin and Fatu, a mother and daughter, both under protection at a conservancy near Mount Kenya. The process involves using sperm from deceased rhinos and combining it with genetically modified eggs from the closely related southern rhino. Collecting the eggs requires a specially designed 1.8-meter tool to stimulate the female's ovaries. The hope is that the next generation will be born sometime in 2022. The rhino's near extinction is attributed to overhunting, civil wars, and habitat destruction, but thanks to science and dedicated researchers, these magnificent creatures may make a comeback. 14. Saber-toothed Tiger. Fierce, ancient, and iconic, the saber-toothed tiger is next on the list. How could such a powerful predator go extinct? 10,000 years ago, climate change, loss of prey, and hunting by early humans led to their demise. Roaming the icy tundras of North America, these creatures, weighing between 490 and 880 pounds, were apex predators. The challenge in reviving them lies in recreating the environment they thrived in. But some scientists believe that with the right habitat, these majestic beasts could roam again. 13. The dodo. Who would have guessed that the goofy, flightless dodo, discovered in the 1600s, was related to dinosaurs? Standing a meter tall, this bird lived on the island of Mauritius before humans wiped it out shortly after its discovery. More than 400 years later, scientists believe they could bring it back through cloning using closely related species. While the idea of resurrecting a dodo might seem far-fetched, it represents humanity's ongoing efforts to correct past wrongs and restore the natural world. 12. Pyrenea ibex. The Pyrenea ibex, an ancient mountain goat, went extinct in January 2000. However, in 2003, scientists successfully cloned one, marking the first ever de-extinction. After Celia, the last ibex, died, researchers took DNA samples and used surrogates to create a clone. The project wasn't entirely successful, as the cloned ibex only lived for a short time, but it opened the door for more possibilities in animal revival. 11. Gastric brooding frog. Discovered in the 1970s, this Australian frog became extinct by the 1980s, likely due to fungal infections. Its unique reproductive process, swallowing its fertilized eggs and transforming its stomach into a womb, fascinated scientists. Cells from this frog were preserved before extinction, offering hope for its revival. However, there are concerns about whether it could survive in today's environment. 10. Passenger pigeon. Once abundant in North America, the passenger pigeon was hunted to extinction by the early 1900s without any living specimens to clone. Scientists have pieced together its DNA from related species. Though the process is complicated, the hope is to see flocks of passenger pigeons once again filling the skies. 9. Glyptodont. Imagine a tank-like armadillo the size of a small car. That's the glyptodont. This armored mammal went extinct at the end of the last ice age. Scientists, using found DNA, have linked it to modern armadillos, sparking interest in potentially reviving this giant creature. 8. Tasmanian tiger. Also known as the thylacine, this striped, carnivorous marsupial became extinct in 1936. Scientists are researching its possible revival, but finding a suitable marsupial host to carry the clone remains a challenge. While efforts continue, reviving this iconic Australian species remains difficult. 7. Aurochs. The aurochs, a wild ancestor of modern cattle, went extinct in the 1600s. In the 1930s, two German brothers attempted to backbreed the species by selectively breeding cattle with similar traits. Though their project wasn't fully successful, modern efforts continue to recreate the aurochs and restore its ancient role in European ecosystems. 6. Quagga. The quagga, a zebra subspecies that was striped only on its front half, went extinct in the 19th century. Through selective breeding, scientists have recreated a version of the quagga that now roams nature reserves in South Africa, a testament to the power of genetic restoration. 5. Irish elk. The largest deer to ever exist, the Irish elk stood over 7 feet tall with antlers spanning 12 feet. Fossils of this magnificent creature were found in Ireland, though it ranged across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Scientists are working on reviving it, though it's unclear when it might happen. For elephant bird, the elephant bird, which lived on Madagascar, was the largest bird ever, standing nearly 10 feet tall and weighing over 1,600 pounds. It went extinct around the year 1000, possibly due to human hunting and egg predation. Researchers hope to revive this bird through genetic techniques, offering a glimpse into a prehistoric world. 3. Ground sloth. The giant ground sloth was a prehistoric relative of today's slow-moving sloths, but much larger, reaching the size of an elephant. It roamed the Americas before going extinct. Though scientists are exploring ways to bring it back, progress is still in the early stages. 2. Woolly mammoth. Perhaps one of the most famous extinct animals, the woolly mammoth roamed the icy plains of North America and Eurasia. Scientists are working to bring it back using genetic material from its closest living relative, the elephant. Though debates about the feasibility and ethics of such a project continue, we may one day see these giant creatures again. 1. Dinosaurs. The idea of resurrecting dinosaurs has fascinated people for decades, fueled by movies like Jurassic Park. While reviving dinosaurs from preserved DNA seems impossible, some scientists are exploring ways to reverse engineer birds, the dinosaurs' closest living descendants. Though far from reality, it's a thrilling thought that continues to capture our imagination.